Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to talk a little bit about JADA Toys. Not as if everybody else isn't talking about them. So about a year and a half, 2 years ago, JADA Toys picked up this magnificent Street Fighter license, and they've gone on to make some amazing figures. So much so that everybody is talking about them lately. So today's video, I'm going to talk a little about what I'd like. Well, these probably, some of the ones I mentioned are probably impossible to do. But basically it's just a wish list of what I'd like to see JADA Toys do in the future. So this is my top 5 dream video game lines I'd like JADA Toys to take on next. Now I've kind of stuck to video games because bar maybe one of their licenses that they've made figures of have all been video games. So they did start out with the Universal Monsters, but since then you've got Mega Man, Street Fighter. Of course you've got the food license figures as well, I forgot about those. But yeah, you also have Cyberpunk that they're doing soon as well. So they've mostly stuck to video game licenses. So these will be in no particular order. So these are my top 5 video game licenses I'd like to see JADA Toys do in the future. So let's start with number 5. So at number 5, this one's probably been out of the public eye for the longest of all the ones I'm going to pick here. And it's only had like 1, maybe 2-ish runs at action figure licenses. First line was made by Big... So anyway, let's talk about it. It is the Legacy of Kane series. So we're talking Soul Reaver, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kane, all those games. They were some of my favourites on PS1 and PS2 back in the day. So I'd love to get new updated figures of Raziel, Kane and a few others as well. And it'll probably be the smallest line as well of all the ones I picked here. They've only been done... NECA had a Kane in a video game line back in like 2002, 2004, 2000, whatever. Around the 2000s anyway. And before that there was a line by Blue Box Toys, which had loaded the figures, but they were very kind of statuey, but a little bit articulated, pretty poor, kind of like 2000s McFarlane type stuff. And yeah, we just haven't seen like a fully articulated Raziel and Kane, and that would be awesome. I would love to have that on my shelf. So if JADA somehow got that, I don't think they can, because it's owned, I think the license is owned at the moment by Square Enix, who we will talk about it again in this line, or in this video I should say. So they're pretty tight with their licenses. Don't tend to hand them out for video games and stuff, but we'll see. So that would be cool. Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kane line will be awesome. So on to number 4, and the next one I would like to see JADA Toys doing, but is probably an impossibility, and is from the Final Fantasy series. There is a bunch of games spanning 30 years that they could pull from here. Obviously my favourite is Final Fantasy VII, with Remake and Rebirth now lately being released. They will be awesome to pull from. But like Soul Reaver Legacy of Kane, Square Enix has a proper throttle hold on this one, and they released their own figures on the Play Arts Kai range and the Bring Arts range, and they're like kind of small SH Figure Arts type figures, and they sell for £100 each at the moment, and they're pretty poor quality as well from what I've heard. And I would absolutely love those, but I'm not paying that amount of money for stuff like that. They look fantastic, but the posability isn't great. No, hardly any accessories. So yeah, I'd love JADA to get a line like that. Again, this is a dream list, so this probably will always be a dream and never come to pass. But yeah, that would be awesome. And number 3 is another big franchise about to make a resurgence, and that is Metal Gear Solid. Only ever made by McFarlane, I think in 99 to 2002. They had a couple of waves, and they were pretty decent figures for that time. But I think time has come for a redo of these figures. Again, there's like 6 or 7 games to pick from if you want to include the Survive games as well, and Metal Gear Rising. There's so many other games as well, and it's been currently remastered. The remaster collection is out since last Christmas, I think, and they're completely redoing Snake Eater, my favourite game of the whole franchise. So yeah, like MGS1 even has iconic villains and characters that would be awesome to have on a shelf. Liquid Snake, Ocelot, Psycho Mantis, without mentioning Snake himself. So yeah, there's loads that could be done there. And yeah, Metal Gear Solid line would be awesome. I'm not sure who owns the rights to that. Probably Konami still. But yeah, that would be awesome to see. And at number 2, I think this is one that a lot of people are clamoring for. And that's Mortal Kombat. Now, JADA have even gone to the point where they put something up on Instagram, and I have the screenshot here, where they kind of alluded to, should we, to do a Mortal Kombat line. Mortal Kombat to go with these guys would be phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant if we saw that. Now, there has been a bunch of rights issues with Mortal Kombat, with Warner Brothers possibly selling the license and stuff. There's a lot of rumours swirling around that Storm Collectibles lost the license. It disappeared from some of their sales stuff, and McFarlane, we presume, lost it as well. But just lately announced this statue from Mortal Kombat 1. Now, they don't have the license for the earlier games though. They had the license for the previous Mortal Kombat X or 11 or whatever it was called. And now this statue is from Mortal Kombat 1, which is the new game. I know that's confusing, Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, so I don't know what way the license works with Mortal Kombat. Storm seemed to have had all the earlier games, because I did have some. I still have some of them, but they seem to have, like, I don't know. It's confusing, and who knows what's going on with the license there. But the fact that they went as far as put something up on their social media says that there was talks. Maybe it was just their social media manager having fun. Who knows? But yeah, talking about a Mortal Kombat line by JADA, that's a whole video by itself. So maybe we'll do one in the future. But anyway, on to my number 1 choice. And the last one on the list, which I have seen it mentioned on social media and in the JADA Toys Street Fighter group that people would like to see, and that is Resident Evil. Now, I would absolutely love to see Resident Evil get done again. We had lines from Palisades and NECA in the past. There's been third parties like Lim Toys and stuff who've done stuff as well. There has been lots of attempts, but some of them have been poorly articulated and yeah, out of scale and stuff like that. But yeah, I would absolutely love to see a full 6-inch Resident Evil line. Like, I would buy them all. I absolutely love Resident Evil. It's one of my favourite games from the PS1, PS2 era, and even now they're redoing them all. I've replaying them all as well. So like, even like, do things from do the whole Stars team from the game 1. Do Leon and Claire from game 2. I could go on, do Jill, various versions of Jill as well. And yeah, Resident Evil 4 is a whole different dynamic then as well, with the Ganados replacing the zombies and stuff. Yeah, there's so much. There's a big oil well there to well. And the fact that they've gotten other Capcom games as well, like Street Fighter and Mega Man. Yeah, there is probably an opening there for them to talk about doing Resident Evil, but whether they want to do it or not, who knows. But yeah, I think that would be an iconic action figure line, someone to do Resident Evil present day. So yeah, that's been my video, guys. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see JADA Toys doing in the future, and hopefully they can finish these as well by next year, the guy June said. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye!